Okay, so after understanding what actually the content is in the client interaction process and how we are going through the entire content system in this program, now we are going to see what type of content to post, how to create that post, the exact frameworks, the exact templates of those content that you are going to post on your social media profile, Facebook group, or any other way. Okay, so that's what we are going to see, but in especially in this lesson, we are going to see a broader perspective on the content that will go on your social media profile, because your social media profile is the number one place your ideal clients will come and meet you. Okay, they will know more about you, your business. They will trust you more after seeing the content, right? They will attracted towards you by seeing the content and the optimization of the bio. That is the most important thing. Again, we are going to summarize a little bit about social media profile in this lesson. Okay, but most of the lesson is based on the content that you are going to produce inside your social media platform, and that's what we are going to see. So today in this lesson, we are going to cover the simple introduction of your social media profile that we have already covered in the previous modules or lessons, but still we will cover it to recall all the things to go with this lesson about content. Okay, the content on your profile, we are going to see how often you should post and 6 content methods and the frameworks that you can post on social media profile. I think it's 8 because we are updating the content thing every now and then based on the market trends, what market actually wants. Based on that, new content frameworks and new content methods that works nowadays. Okay, so don't worry, but by the time I'm recording this, it is not necessary that you follow this only content. By the time, even if it's after a year, after 2 year, we are adding on new things that work on those days. Okay, so keep yourself updated with the program, right? So this is what we are going to see. Okay, first of all, the pitfalls that you can avoid while creating the content or posting the content on your profile. Stop going off script and follow the process, follow the frameworks, follow the methods that I'm going to share with you inside this program, and just don't go off the script. Okay, second warning is trying to do too much. Don't try to do too much. I know that you are now overwhelmed and you have so much into your plate, like you are watching YouTube videos, you are joining the challenges, you are attending the workshops and all those things, and you are being familiar and introduced to a new framework or a new content strategy, and that is promised to you that you will go viral, you will get so much clients, right? All those works. I don't say that don't work, but don't confuse yourself by that and this adding everyone. I know I'm giving you this inside the program, but you also need to know that free things doesn't allow you to change. Free things are created in a way. If you join free challenges, free workshops, they are created to attract you. Their main motto is to get you into their paid programs, right? And that's how they are created. So they give you a piece of puzzle, not the entire, they don't solve the entire puzzle for you. So make sure to focus and follow the entire strategy that I'm giving you, because this is an exact sequence wise. I'm not giving you a single content system that works very well. I'm giving an entire content system, entire content factory with the working content methods and the frameworks inside this program. So I want you to focus on that and stop trying to do too much. Just follow the simple methods and simple frameworks that I'm going to give you inside this program. Okay. Third is expecting the strategy to work straight away and give up. Yes, don't assume or don't say that I have posted for a week, I posted for a month and doesn't nothing is happening. You will master your craft of creating content when you do it on a consistent basis. Okay, so at least give yourself 2 to 3 months to mold yourself into this content system. I know that this content system works, so they are designed in this program in a way to get you the more and more results. Okay, so stop expecting the strategy will work, like it's not a quick fix thing, right? It will work, but it will take time to master these posts as well. But some posts are very simple, you can create it in a couple of minutes. But don't worry, some posts are harder to create, the long form post, the storytelling post, and other kind of post that will eventually attract your ideal clients. But yes, don't stop by posting only few posts and saying that it didn't work. Remember, overwhelming procrastination, and if you do lazy things, for example, many coaches or many people say after seeing the framework, seeing the lot of work, they just say that this is a lot of work. I rather choose the easiest thing and post that. I'll rather just copy, tweak it in Chat GPT and post it. This doesn't work because the entire strategy breakdowns, right? Whatever you are consuming free, they don't know what is your offer. They don't know who was your ideal client. They just give you the piece of a puzzle and you copy that and do that stuff. And it will not work for your personalized, your specialized, your customized clients, your customized brand, right? Your brand is different, right? So make sure you keep the consistency for creating the content and creating all the stuff, and don't expect the strategy or the content will work in the first time. Okay, it's not going to happen. You will master the craft of creating content after posting around 1 or 2 months. Of course, your one post will go viral, but you have to make 100 posts before that. And this is how you create a viral post. And from now then onwards, you keep on creating that because you have observed, you have practiced it, you know what works and what doesn't works. So you double down on what works. And this is how all the process works, right? Now, so what is social media profile? We have already discussed in the previous modules. So talking about your social media profile, whenever you engage with someone on social media platforms like Facebook groups or anywhere, they are likely to click through your profile, social profile, right? So if you connect with someone in a Facebook group, they are going to click through to your profile, right? If you comment on someone posts, same thing will happen, they will come to your profile, right? No matter what type of engagement you have on social media platforms, on the Facebook groups, all the roads leads back to your social media profile. And that's why the first order of business here is to get your profile into shape. You have to optimize your profile, right? That's what we discussed in the last module. There are two primary components of the social media profile, and each one is equally important. First is the appearance of profile. These are all the nitty-gritty details, the optimizations that I'm talking about. Okay, these are the nitty-gritty things that your profile photo, cover photo, and the bio, all of which need to be aligned with your offer and your personal brand. Right. The next thing that is what we are going to cover in this lesson, the content on your profile. That is what actually you post on social media on a regular basis, right? What you actually post on your social media profile on a regular day-to-day and consistent basis. So we have already optimized your profile, and if not, go back to the organic social profile funnel lesson in the last module and optimize your profile to attract your ideal clients. Okay, so let's focus on the second component in this lesson, that is the content that will go in your social media profile. Okay, so if you can see, this is exactly the system, content system, the content that will go into your social media profile. Let me explain you what it means. Now, you know the shift that I was talking about in the last lesson, in the messaging lesson, is the core content that goes on your profile. Now, this can take countless different shapes. Maybe it is long form text, post, live videos, images, etc. Okay. But roughly 80% of the posts you make on your profile are the posts that share value, right? You're not going to sell anything, you're not going to promote anything. 80% of the time on your social media profile, you are going to provide value. You are going to nurture your existing audience. You are going to build relationship. You are going to build trust. People need to trust you, right? So here are some of the content that you can post on your social media profile. Okay, so there is a value post, and on the other one is called the call to action, the CTA post. Okay, in the first column, value, where you are going to, you only share value, demonstrate your authority, and communicate who you are actually, right? So that ideal clients come to you. We are going to talk about the CTA offers thing, the second column afterwards. But first, let's see one by one. What is this? What is the first column? Okay, so in the value, as I said, you have to provide value, share stories, demonstrate your authority, build relationships, and communicate who you are and what you do. Okay, so number one post is magnetic shift. This one is about creating a belief shift, mindset shift, or a perspective shift that we have already talked about within your ideal clients. Okay, so this is the post. We are going to again give you all the frameworks in this lesson itself. So just I'm explaining you what all this means. Okay, second one is transformation. So this is all about sharing your transformation. Basically, it's your before and after journey, before and after story, or an epiphany that you share with your audience, right? Then we talk about client results. Now, these are the testimonials or the results or the feedbacks of your clients. Now, this will build a sense of trust when you post it on your social media profile and will show that your process works and delivers results to your clients, right? Fourth one is the milestones. Now, these are any milestones or any achievements that you have achieved related to your business, related to your brand. Okay. Maybe it is that you made $10,000. Maybe you made $5,000. Maybe you got any certifications related to your niche, right? You can celebrate your milestones, your achievements here. So this was all about value post. Okay, so for now, I'm just giving an overview of what content actually goes into your profile. Okay, but in the next lesson, we will see how to craft these posts with their proven frameworks and the done for you templates. Okay, so moving on to the next group of posts, that is the CTA call to action posts, where you make direct offers and promotions. This is where you are going to sell. This is where you have to promote what you are selling. This is where you are going to talk about your offer. These kind of posts are mainly promotional based. Okay, so let's talk about this. Number one is two-step post. Now, these posts is where you are capturing your audience attention with a free resource or a lead magnet or a guide, and then guiding them to connect with you. So you simply post like you are giving something for free. Who is interested? Then they will reach out to you. Okay, by giving a free stuff. But attracting client attraction part is all done in the value and nurture column that we have seen right now. Then comes the second one, that are value lives. Now, value lives comes inside the value nurture column also and call to action column also. It depends on if you give the call to action at the end of the lives or not. Okay. Now, these kind of value lives are mini webinars or workshops where you select a topic and go live explaining the problems and the solutions, shift their beliefs. At the end, you can pitch your offer. If you pitch your offer, it comes into the CTA and offers, while that becomes a promotional thing, right? And if you don't give a CTA, you just giving, sharing a knowledge, sharing a value, then it comes into the value and nurture column. Okay. Third is the result hook method. Now, this involves posting a screenshot of a testimonial of a client who achieved the result while working with you. Now, this post will call for a specific number of people who are interested in obtaining the same outcome that you are delivering, right? First, you are going to share the testimonials and asking them if you want the same results. This is the result hook method. The fourth one is promotions. Now, these are a group of posts where you post direct promotions of your offer. This is where you are going to sell your offer. This is where you are going to hard sell, soft sell, direct sell your offers, directly talk about your offer, directly talk about what is in your offer. Okay, you are going to offering some discounts, bonuses. Basically, these are direct selling posts where you sell your offer, making them grab the chance to enroll in your program by using the scarcity, urgency, guarantee, all the things that we have talked inside the offer creation lesson, right? So basically, these are some type of posts that you want to share in order to provide value, make mindset shifts, perspective shifts, demonstrate authority, communicate with your clients, making them take action using the CTA posts. Okay. And then this is how you generate warm leads to your profile. Okay. So let's see how these posts work one by one. So I'll just explain you the process of framework of each post that we have seen or listed here right now. And I'll attach a document below as a profile content library where you will get all these posts, their frameworks, and done for you templates. So it makes you easier to craft this content effortlessly. All right. So let's see one by one. First, we will start with the value and the nurture post, that is magnetic shift, transformation, client result, and milestone. And then we will go to the CTA and offer posts. Okay. So let's see about the value and nurture post. First is the magnetic shift post. Now, I talked about this in the organic sales funnel module also and in the messaging lesson also. Okay. The same process is there, but it is molded into a framework now. Okay, so make sure that you read this framework, follow this framework, and create the messaging, the mindset shift, the perspective shift that we talked in the earlier lesson of messaging. Okay, so there is a simple framework, as I said, that will help you to create the shift, the mindset shift or the perspective shift. And the goal of this framework is simple: help your clients see the mistakes they are making and the problems they are having, show them the implications, the pains of making that problem or having that making that mistake or having that problem. then show them the benefits of fixing it, and then tell them what they need to do to fix that mistake. So this is what we have covered inside the messaging lesson. The same thing will go here, but we have molded it into a framework. Okay, so in a nutshell, you want to create a mindset shift for your ideal clients. Now the framework will go like this. Step number one, you have to write a hook or a title before you post your actual post on your social media profile. So hook and title, what to include? You can include the identity, who is your ideal clients, directly call out them, or include a word that calls out your identity of your ideal clients. Maybe there are coaches, maybe there are working women, maybe a fitness enthusiast, maybe a corporate professional. What are the identities of ideal clients you have to include in your hook? You have to include the benefits about the post, or benefits what you're actually talking about in the post inside your hook. You can talk about the pain points. So remember, identity, benefits, or the pain points. Make sure you add these things, at least one of these things inside your hook, so that you can grab attention of your ideal client in the first line itself. Okay, so example, you can say how stay at home moms can lose weight in 5 minutes a day. Okay, how you can make $10,000 working less than 4 hours per day. This is how you can create a post where you calling out your ideal clients, or you are giving a benefit inside one line, or calling out a pain point inside your hook. Okay, so this is the first thing. Second thing, specific problems and mistake they have or make. What are the problems your ideal clients are having? Now you have to talk about one single problem inside each post. Okay, don't add up 5 to 10 problems in a single post. Talk about exact one specific problem and make an entire post on that. Okay, so once you identify the problem or a mistake, write down the problem that your ideal clients are having. I assume that you have already made a list that I talked about in the last lesson of messaging thing. Okay, you have to make a list of problems, mistakes, benefits, and what they need to do, the solutions, right? So what are the problems your ideal clients are having, what mistakes they are facing? Okay, now while writing the post, remember that you have to get specific, talk specifically about that problem. What are the specific things? Because the best mistakes and the problems are often the most specific, the concrete, the mundane, the day-to-day mistakes that they aren't also thinking about, right? So you have to talk about that problem or mistake. That's how you are going to trigger your ideal clients, right? Third one is the resulting pain or implication of that mistakes. Once you identified and listed down or talk about the problems or the mistakes they have or they face, then you are going to talk about the resulting pain. What are the pains of making those mistakes and having those problems? What are the consequences, the implications of making that mistakes? The consequences they might not even be experiencing yet, but will eventually experience that. Okay, what are the frustrations arise from their making the mistake, right? Now most of the frustrations or most of the mistakes they don't even realize, but you have to make sure you add it into your post, right? It is a simple thing. When you identified a problem, you will identify all the mistakes they are doing. If you are expert in your niche, if you are a coach in your niche, you already know what problems they are facing. List down those problems. Then you already know, according to based on that problem, what actually mistake they might be doing that is causing this pain, this implication, this consequences. So write down that thing. Okay. Write down the frustration, write down the implication, the consequences from making that mistake or experiencing that struggle, that problem that they don't even realize yet. Okay. In the step number 4, now write down the benefits of fixing that mistake, benefits of solving that problem, right? What would be the benefits and results of solving those pain points? What will happen when they solve the problems and the pains that we talked about in step 2 and step 3? When they fix this mistake, what benefits and what results do they experience? Okay, and upon getting those benefits and results, how does that affect every aspect of that life, that you have to also mention? Don't just tell them or don't just show them what are the benefits or list down the benefits, but actually in your content they should feel the every aspect of life after solving that problem. So make sure you write that specific things, like day to day things you can write. Okay, Step number 5 is what they need to fix that mistake. Now we are going to talk about what they need. Now we are going to talk about a bit about solutions, but make sure here we are talking about what they need to fix that mistake. One, we are not talking about how to do a certain thing. We are not talking about the entire process that you have inside your offer. We are just giving them what they need to do. We are not telling them how they need to do. Okay. So what do they need to do to resolve that mistake or a problem? What are the high level things they need to do to solve that problem and reap the benefits? What they need to do, not necessarily how they need to do, but make sure you only mention what they need to do. So either they will do it yourself and fail and reach out to you, but don't tell how you do it. If you write down all the steps and processes how you do it, they will do it, watch it or read it, and they will do it on their own, right? Now, these are the 4 steps you can incorporate and write a post. Okay, that is your post which will go into your value post, and you can make this post even give a CTA inside this post, and that is totally optional. You can use the CTA, a call to action, to DM you with a certain keyword, or book a call, or register for your live video masterclass or training, or you can talk about indirectly or directly about your offer. So how you can do that call to actions? You can prompt your ideal clients to take an action that concentrately benefits them. Like you're talking about a certain mistake, a certain problem, then pains, then benefits, and what they need to do. So you can give a CTA that do this that you have talked about in the step, for what they need to do to fix that problem, right? For example, if you're a meditation coach for people who are brand new to mindfulness or meditation, you might prompt them to take a 10-minute work focusing on one specific aspect of their environment or their self, right? So ask your ideal clients to comment below to get a free resource that will help them solve a super specific problem. This CTA is the best, right? Or call your ideal clients to click through a piece of content that's hosted somewhere else. Okay, so you can say that comment down, you can link your YouTube video in the comment section and write down the CTA that the link is given below, or they click the link in the bio, that kind of stuff. Okay, so perhaps it may be a YouTube video, blog article, Facebook group, or something else that's valuable to them. So you can divert the call action to that resources as well. Okay, so I need you to brainstorm as many mistakes and problems as you can, and each of one identify the consequences, the pain, the implications, benefits of resolving that mistakes, and what they need to do to make that happen. Okay, again, this entire framework, what goes inside every each step, whatever I explained you, what goes inside step number 1, how you can write step number 2, how you can write down step number 3, all is given inside a document separately. Okay, so if we see magnetic shift post framework, all the things are given here. So in hook, what you can add, the examples are given in specific problems and mistakes. Step number 3, what you can add, step number 4, step number 5, step number 6. Okay, all this information, all this framework is break down into separate Google Sheets or Google documents, you can say, inside below this video or somewhere in this module. But all this is attached inside this program. You can have a look at that and create your posts. Okay, moving on to the second one is the transformational story post. Okay, now the goal of this post is to build credibility, showcase a transformational story, and connect with your potential clients in an authentic and non-spammy way. You're going to share a before and after narrative, before and after story, using some motivational, inspiring, aspirational language, and providing some social proof as well. Okay, so this method helps you to inspire your audience and establish trust. They will trust you more after posting this post. Okay, so the focus is on creating an engaging, relatable content piece that resonates with your audience, your ideal clients, and attract those clients organically. Okay, so this is how you can create. Step number 1 is hook and title. Again, in this, you have to grab their attention, write it down like a benefit driven, include the identities of your ideal clients, include some kind of a benefit that they will get by reading your post, or what is included in the body of your post. Okay, for example, let's say an example of mindset coach. You can write how I scaled my business to 10K per month with one simple mindset shift. But all the post you're talking about that shift, how you grow, how you scale your business. So this is a transformational story. So give a hook according to that. Or a business coach can say why quitting your job is the best thing to help you grow from consulting business to six figures. Here's how I did step by step. So you're talking about your own story, your transformational story. Step number two, you are going to talk about before you. This you can write in 3 to 5 short sentences. Okay. Sharing your before story, make it relatable. Share the things that caused you pain where you are in that stage. Okay. Make sure that the pain is relatable to your ideal clients that they are going through right now. Okay. Write it like a movie scene. Okay. The day in a life. Include all the small the details that you can write down. Include all the emotions as you can, how they make you feel. Make sure to add some emotional drama into that. What are the pains that you suffered, right? What was the hell? What was your struggles? What was your pains, right? All those things. Make it an emotional, how that pains made you feel. Write down all those things. You can simply say 2 years ago, I started my social marketing agency. I was working from my parents' house. I was cold calling all day in my bedroom. I was broke. I had a poor mindset. And I even used my friend's laptop every day as I could not afford my own. You can add these things, that the emotions and the things that make you feel like you are in a hell, the before you. Okay. What was you before? Make sure it is relatable to your ideal clients. Your ideal clients are in a struggle, that why you are helping them, right? So make sure the struggles they are facing right now must be relatable to what you are adding here in the before you section, right? Step number three is after you. Now, after adding before you, now this is also you can write in 3 to 5 short sentences. Now, here you can be more aspirational. You are going to talk about the outcomes that your target market wants, and that is relatable to the outcomes that your target market wants or desires, right? Again, you can write like a movie scenes, include all the day-to-day life things. Where were you? What were you doing? What happened? How did it happen? Right? Any of your reflections you can add. Also make it emotionals. Write down like they make it feel. Okay, write down how they made you feel, how your ideal, because your ideal clients will feel the same way. Example, you can write, this month I've been able to close 5 new clients for my agency in e-commerce. I've been able to hit $20,000 per month with my two team members without lifting a zero finger on prospecting. As much as you can add, you have to talk about the outcomes. Okay. Then after the talking about the before, what were you before, what were you afterwards, then you are going to talk about what are the key lessons, what actually changed from your before and after situation. Okay. What the main change you accepted, what the main change you embraced, what did you start doing differently that made you to achieve this outcome that you talked about in the after use section in the step 3. So example, you can just write down in step by step from one, here's what I did, and list down all the things, all those things, all the key lessons that made you think or made you to do differently that you can add, that make you go from a before you to after you, go from a struggle to outcome, go from before you and to after you. Okay. Then you can include a inspirational message. Just write down some kind of inspirational message that relates to your story, relates to the narrative, relates to whatever you have included in step 2, step 3, step 4. Okay, write down an inspirational message in one sentence or 2, 3 sentences, right? And at the end, you can add your before and after photo. Mostly this works for fitness kind of people. They add before and after photo and write down entire story, how they go from before to after. But for every coach out there, you can attach your old photo and then a new photo, right? The old you where you are struggling in pain or you are sad, and the new you where you are happy and transformed, you are inspiring to others, right? So you must be, that must be an obviously visual transformation should be there inside that photo, and that is optional, doesn't mind if you can add a selfie or if you can add any kind of a photo that you have in it, it is a great thing. That doesn't matter, you have to add both the photos there. Okay. or you can add the screenshot of your end results if possible. If you have any screenshots of your payment screenshots, or if any review screenshots, you can add, but make sure it is relatable to the post that you have written. Okay. And when you are doing the promotions of your offer, you can use this post, but then everything will be same as about the key lessons, the fourth step and the fifth step. And then you can announce your offer by adding some announcement. I'm launching my coaching program now. Then you can talk about the incentive. First time I'm launching, so this is the lower price ever. Okay. Or you can add that I am looking for small founding members, okay, for one-on-one coaching attention. You can add about urgency and scarcity, like limited spot supply, doors are closing by XX days, price is going up until Friday. And then you can add a CTA. This post exactly you can use when you are promoting your offer, right? I'm not telling you that if you have posted this without the CTA, without the promotional offer, then use it as it is. You can create a different kind of a post, because transformational story post you have to create on a monthly basis or bi-weekly basis, not on a weekly or daily basis. So when you create it, save in something somewhere inside a Google document or a Google sheet where you can access this later. Okay. Then while you are promoting your post, you can create a new post on based on a different problem, different aspect. I was talking before and after your before you and after you, before and after narrative of your outcomes and your transformations. Then you can make this post after step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. After the inspirational message, you can add all those things. Like you start talking about your offer. This is the offer I have created, and this is the exact transformation I'm going to provide to my clients. And I'm looking for 5 people to help you to gain XYZ outcome. And this is are the process. Then you can talk about the bonus, urgency, scarcity, and the keyword CTAs and guarantees, all those things. So this is how you make the transformational story post, which is a value-based post, into a promotional post when talking about or selling your offers into the promotions things, right? That we are going to talk about later on. But also transformational story post method I have attached below in a document. Okay, so all those things I have explained to you, all the pitfalls that you need to avoid. What is the goal of this method? What is the overall strategy? Overall strategy means what you are going to do after posting that post. Now people are going to comment on that post. People are going to like your post. So what exactly the next step you can do to attract those leads or contact those leads? All the things we are given here. So follow that exact step-by-step method. Okay, then the step-by-step method is given here. What you have to do: identify a transformation first of all, then craft an attention grabbing hook, then before you narrative, after you narrative, what you can include. All the things are given here. So this is a post structure for the engagement sequence, where you're not going to promote, you are just sharing the value. So all the things that we have discussed right now, all things are given here, right? Then as I said, for promotions you can use the exact same process, everything above until the key lessons and the announcement or the inspirational message. Then you can announce your coaching program, the benefits of it, then the incentive, then urgency, scarcity, then keyword CTA. Okay, so there are pre-written done for you templates also attached here inside this document, so you can access it when you write down your transformational post. Okay, so first identify what transformation you are going to talk about. Every month you are going to transform yourself from what you are now to what you will be after a month or after a year. So talk about the transformation, list down all the transformations that you had. Maybe it a year ago, or maybe a year before you were something else, now you are something else. Talk about that transformation and make sure that is relatable to your ideal clients as well. Okay, that is relatable in a sense that they are doing the same thing that you were doing, that is your before you, and they want the same thing that you were in. Like, if I'm a coach, I am making $10,000 per month. Then there are some coaches that I can help. Those are my ideal clients. They also want $10,000, right? I was not making $10,000 a year ago. What I was doing, I was struggling. I was watching YouTube videos, all that. What are the struggles? Why, how I am living? I don't have money. I don't have my own laptop. I don't have even money to buy the internet connection, the Wi-Fi connections, all that things I will talk in my before sections. And how I came through that process and I conquered those things I reached to the outcome. Now how I make $10,000, I can afford a laptop right now, how I can afford, I can feed my family, how I can take care of my family members, what exactly changed. Though this is a complete transformation from your struggles to your outcomes you have to talk about in this. And at the end, give an inspirational message. And if you are promoting it, give a CTA and make sure to attach a photo of yours as well. Right, so this was about the transformational story post. Again, if you don't understand what I'm telling you, just go exactly to the document that I've shown you right now, attached maybe below this video, and you can find the overall strategy, overall process, overall framework, overall method that I've talked about here, what exactly to include in these sections. Now, creating the post, while creating the post, don't give this heading like hook title and then write your hook before you then write your title. These are the methods, these are the frameworks, so you don't have to include this is for your understanding. You have to write the hook and title, you have to write the section of before you, after you. Don't give the headings like this is before you, this is after you, and then list down the things. Write it as a social media post, and don't sound like you are a robot. Okay, sound like you are having a conversations with your friend, your ideal clients, your friend. Make them your friend, talk about them, write down like you're talking to your friend. If possible, you can just record yourself and convert it into a text-based content, right? So write it in a conversational version, not like you are listing down a few things and just telling them. Okay, so this was a second post, transformation story post. Then the third post is all about the client result post. Now, this is a simple post. Now, this is a type of content that you share to highlight the positive aspects, the positive outcomes or achievements of their clients who have used your offer, products or services, right? So this type of post typically includes some testimonials, success stories or feedbacks or some tangible results that clients have experienced as a result of working with you, right? So the client result, so post structure goes like this. First of all, you need to ask for a client feedback. Okay, so personally check in to inquire about the client experience, how they are feeling working with you, what the things they have achieved working with you. Encourage them to share their thoughts or experiences with you, right? You can also suggest them the option of sharing some kind of a screenshot response or a short video testimonial for you. Okay, so you can just send them a message like, hey, just wanted to check in to find out about your experience with me so far. How do you feel about working together? Anything in particular that I've helped you with so far, you can just let me know. So this kind of a message you can send or reach out to them to get the regular testimonials and success stories, right? Then second one, obtain that testimonials, reach out to the satisfied clients and or request screenshot testimonials where they share their specific results or screenshots, maybe something they have achieved by working with you. Ensure that the testimonial is authentic and verifiable. Okay, now you can highlight that client achievements, right? You can highlight on your social media that your client have achieved this thing, and it doesn't mean that you need a massive result. Even if it's a small win, it's a win, and that is too much important. Okay, so showcase a screenshot or a video testimonials for a client sharing their success story, right? So for example, you can see here, you can just make a short post, exciting news to share. My client just hit a major breakthrough and closed two high profit deals totaling in 11K in revenue. So proud of her hard work and dedication. So this is a simple post written in one line. Make sure to add it in a background color inside Facebook, right? This is a small, concise, simple, and clear way of sharing your client result, and this will get many eyeballs. Most of the ideal clients that you are adding into your friend lists are eager to know this, how you are helping your ideal clients and what they have achieved. This talk about the ideal clients. This talk about how you are helping your ideal clients and what exactly you are giving them the outcome, the results they are achieving. And this is where chances are people will come to you, people will inquire to you about your program and how you are helping your clients so that they can achieve the same thing, right? So these get massive engagement, massive results, and this will attract more and more warm leads to your profile, right? So you can reach out to them and start the entire sales process with them, right? So this is how you can write down the client result post. Again, I've attached a document about the entire post. What is the strategy, how you're going to post it, okay, when it is used and why it is used to build credibility and trust, marketing or promotion, engagement and connection, when you demonstrate your expertise. This post will also motivate and inspire others. Okay, all those things. Structure is given as I shown into the slides. Ask for a client feedback, obtain a testimonial, and share client win. Examples are also given here. Note is also given here that you can use the combination of a transformation post and a client result post by showcasing the transformation, not yours, but of a client's, or for a long form post. So in a transformational post, you can talk about your client's transformations as well and attach a screenshot or talk about the testimonials that they have shared with you, right? So you can make a combination of that as well. Moving on to the fourth one, that is a milestone post. Now, the goal of the milestone post is to build credibility and build a connection with your potential ideal clients. Okay. So this is the step-by-step method, milestone post. This method will help you to showcase your expertise again, your results, and the impact on your client lives that you are delivering. And this will make you more trustworthy and relatable authority figure in your niche in your social media world. Okay, so this is the step-by-step method. First, select your meaningful milestone. Now you have to select what milestone you have achieved. You have to choose a significant milestone that demonstrate your growth, your success, and the positive outcomes related to your expertise, your services, or your offer. Okay, they could be your personal achievements or these could be your clients' achievements as well, doesn't mind. Okay, then you can craft a concise post. This post is also a concise post. This is not a long form post. Okay, keep your post short, clear, and celebratory. You have to celebrate here. Okay, in the client results post, also in the milestone polls also, you're talking about the client results, you're talking about the achievement, you're talking about the success, so you have to celebrate it, right? So focus on the results achieved by you and the journey rather than making it sound like a sales pitch. Okay, show some gratitude for the support and the opportunities that have led to these achievements. This will give you a positive and appreciative tone, right? And also consider, when you post this, make sure that your target audience is mostly active and engaged on that your social media profile, right? You also can showcase a mix of personal and client milestones. You don't have to talk about your milestones only. You can talk about the client milestones also, right? This variety, if you give this variety, this will help your audience to relate to you and see the real impact of your offer and services that you are delivering to your clients, right? In step number 3, you have to respond to the comments on your post individually. Okay, so you have to show interest in each person's input and ask the follow-up questions to keep the conversation going, right? And after 2 interactions in the comment section, then request the permission to message them privately on their messenger or jump into their DMs and start building the rapport, building the relationship that we are going to talk about later, how to do that. Okay. And the step number 4, move those conversations to messengers. As I said, continue with the magnetic messenger script or the script, personalized script that we are going to give you in the upcoming modules. So understand their specific goals inside the DMs, their struggles, their passions, and offer an appropriate coaching solutions or your services related to that service. So this is all about the milestone post. First, you have to select a milestone or an achievement that you have achieved or your clients have achieved. Then you have to just create a concise post. And the step number 3 and step number 4 is the process when you actually post your post, put it out into the world, and what will happen. People will comment on that post, congratulating you, celebrating with you. Then you have to reach out to them, start talking to them in the comment section. Then you can jump onto the DMs and then you can have all those conversations about that struggle, their pain points, all the things. Then you can offer them something. Then this is how you convert your client. Okay. So let's see an example. So here is an example of an achievement, right? About, I think, an author. So I can't contain my excitement. After months of hard work and dedication, I'm officially launched my first ebook and it's already hit #1 spot on Amazon bestseller list in the personal development category. Grateful for everyone who made this possible. So this is celebrating an achievement. This is will give a sense of positivity that you are moving towards something great inside your social media platform, also inside your niche, inside your business also. Okay, this give a sense that you're not some generic coach or generic person who is still struggling. So this will sound like you are making progress and you are a positive person. Okay, so again, milestone post, all the details are given here. What are the pitfalls to avoid? What is the goal of the methods? What is the overall strategy that I've explained here? The step-by-step method is given here. Again, some templates are also added here. Okay, so that you can use to achieve or talk about your achievement on all those things, right? So you can access it later on. Okay, so all these that we have talked about here are the value posts, the magnetic shift post, the transformation post. These two are the long form posts that mostly goes into your social media profile. When to post this, I'm going to talk about it after we complete this lesson. Okay, but these are the posts that will mostly go onto your social media profile. So magnetic shift posts, make sure you post at least twice or thrice a week, because this give you most of the results or dig into or trigger your ideal clients the most. Then you can talk about the transformational post once a week or once a month. Okay, then you can talk about the client results if your client got a result, and you can talk about a milestone and achievement when you got a milestone or a achievement. Okay, now this video is going to be long as expected, so I'll break down this video and I'll create a next lesson or a separate video on the CTA offers that we are going to talk about. So the call to action post we are going to talk about in the next video. Let me break down this video here so you can have access to that lesson in a separate section and don't not overwhelm you, right? So I want you to go through the documents about the value nurture post and read it out and try to create the post according to the frameworks and methods discussed here. Because if you want results, you have to do the work, you have to create the posts, right? You have to create the posts. Again, all the automations, all the prompts now, AI is there. You can use chat GPT, you can use your brain, you can be creative, you know how to create that, right? You can brainstorm ideas, you can brainstorm mistakes using AI and all those things, but make sure that relates to your values, your beliefs, and your tone, right? Don't sound like a chat GPT, write down like a chat GPT. Many people I have seen that they just go tell chat GPT to create a post, create me a transformational story, write down after you, write down before you, write down an inspirational message. Then chat GPT gives you a generic post with the all the emojis, all the list down things, and people just copy it and paste it. And this will not work for you. You have to follow certain rules that we are going to talk about in the next lesson. But yes, you can use AI chat GPT to create your post, but brainstorm, mostly use it for brainstorming the ideas, get the ideas, but try to write the post in your tone as you talk, as you behave. Because if you talk like chat GPT inside your content, and when in DMs and sales calls you will not talk like that, then people can grasp that you are a fake person. Okay, people can get that you are a fake person. Whatever you're talking inside your content, it's not you, it's chat gpt, right? So make sure you brainstorm the ideas from chat gpt or any other AI platforms, but make sure to talk and speak like who you are is as a real person, right? So that's for it. We will see the call to action post in the upcoming lesson.